This time we're going to have a look at solving simultaneous equations by using substitution. Remember, simultaneous equations are just two equations that we could graph together on a chart. The solution is where they intersect. So an x and a y value that makes both of these true is basically what we're trying to find. One value for x, one value for y, that if I plug into both of these will make these both true. Now previously we've looked at solving it graphically, where we actually plotted these two equations. So this red line here is my y equals 5x. The blue line here, y equals 2x plus 6. And the solution, or the point where they intersect here, is our solution. In this case, we look at the x value is 2, the y value is 10. So if I plug x equals 2 into here and y equals 10, then that's true, isn't it? Because 10 equals 5 times 2, which is correct. And I could do the same with this one. That is what we mean by the solution. Now there is another way to solve it that doesn't require us to draw a graph. We can do what we call substitution. So let's go through and have a look at how this works. I have this equation here. This is one of the two. But my other equation is nice and small, and it just tells me straight up that y equals 5x. So they're the same thing. 5x and y are the same thing. So that's kind of handy, because now I can take this y, get rid of it, and replace it with 5x. Now I've got this new equation that has no y's in it, only x's. And the great thing about that is I can now go through, use my algebra skills that we've been practicing to find out what the x value actually is. So let's do it. Here we go. Get rid of 2x, because I'm trying to get x on its own. If I take 2x from both sides, I'm left with 3x equals 6. This means x times 3, so the opposite of timesing by 3 is divide by 3, which means I can cancel out my 3's and I get an x value of 2. So I've solved for x. This is really handy now, because now I can also work out y by taking that x value and just simply replacing it or substituting it into one of the two equations. This one will be the easiest. So let's do that. I know that y equals 5x. I've already worked out that x equals 2. So I can now say, well, y equals 5 times 2, which is 10. And I've managed to solve both for my x value and my y value by using substitution. And have a look. Ta-da! They actually are the same values as we got up here. X equals 2, y equals 10. So, yep, very happy. We've solved it correctly. And we say the solution of those two simultaneous equations is 2, 10.